80% of the European banks will have no sustainable business model by 2028. They're not going to be gone by 2028, but they're not going to have a sustainable business model. It's the mission for any bank, any management, and anybody in charge of digitalization to make sure that your bank is on the right side of this game. I'm Wolfgang, and I'm in charge of digital business models at wiLLBe. We democratized wealth management for a retail audience. So we lowered the entry barrier to single stock wealth management from about 1 million Swiss francs to 2,000 Swiss francs. So we did this by adding fractional shares to the mix, which allows us to book just pieces and fractions of single investments. This way we can create a single stock portfolio already with a small initial volume of just 2,000 francs. This is really a democratization of wealth management that approaches a whole new audience that was not in focus of private banking, with an offering that was currently not available to the retail public. And then, on the other hand, there's the optimization that makes this whole thing scalable. And the marriage of these two features is really what makes wiLLBe possible. So what swissQuant really does, it's the heart of the operation that turns the opinion and the experience and the work of our asset management into a client portfolio. So we feed it the stocks that we think are fit to buy. We feed it existing client portfolios, if there's any, and we feed it the market view of asset management. And what it spits out and what's then fed into the trading engine is the trades that need to happen in order to rebalance the portfolio and make it follow the strategy that the client chooses and to focus on the topics that the client chose. So we started the discussion to see what we needed to change and to improve to really get this unsupervised quality. So the key idea here is to get the input of asset management in and then not have to touch it anymore. And this requires a lot of fine-tuning and stability if you're into the details of portfolio optimization. So stable optima are a really challenging thing to achieve. We had a lot of co-development also. A lot of the core of the swissQuant optimizer was rewritten just to meet our needs. And I think together we achieved a solution that's more or less alone in the market at this point in time, and that can really achieve this task of scaling up wealth management. Having a quant background myself, it really comes down to letting out my inner nerd and being able to have this discussion on a mathematical side. So I had a lot of discussions on how to implement the methodology with your head quant Andrea. And it was really interesting to distill down to the problem and also find creative solutions that really benefit the product in the end. And I think that's what really also fortified this relationship and made clear why swissQuant is such a good choice for realizing wiLLBe. So we really tried to get the essence of private banking and distill it down into an offering that's automated enough to offer it to the masses. So what we do is we have our asset management team of 20-ish people, and they do their research every day. And based on that data, we feed our optimizer and basically build the portfolios. You could think of it like an Excel sheet, but better. So the Excel sheet helps the asset manager to scale across several portfolios, and the optimizer helps him to scale across thousands of portfolios, which really makes it suitable for a digital product. Obviously, there is huge pressure on improving on this technology and getting an edge in the competition. When we talk about sustainable banking, it's not only about sustainability in the sense of fighting climate change, but it's also about building infrastructure that's sustainable, that's scalable, and that adapts to the needs of the bank. And wiLLBe was a technology leadership project that basically set the base for the future digital platform in the online and mobile space for wiLLBe. And all the features that we built in wiLLBe can be available in the future in the existing online and mobile banking of wiLLBe. And using this synthesized approach, where we use one platform to feed many different channels and many different audiences, really makes us scalable and also gives us the possibility to use the assets, for example, the optimizer from swissQuant, to serve different client groups, maybe in a different setting, maybe with a relationship manager, or maybe in a self-service online offering that's embedded into the portal of the bank. I think it's the mission for any bank, any management, and anybody in charge of digitalization to make sure that your bank is on the right side of this game, and to really make sure that you can actually explain why your bank should exist in 10 years' time. And this cannot be just, we've always been here, we sell mortgages, that's who we are. But you need to have a clear and defined USP, and you need to have a reason for clients to come to you tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and 5 years from now. What we really try to do, especially with the new strategy, is we try to understand technology to be the core and at the heart of our business. If you compare banking to other industries are always focused on driving costs down in order to be competitive in the market. Banks do it as well, but they've been in a very luxurious position in the past. And now as the pressure increases, and as you need to actually drive down costs in your banks to offer competitive products, technology is really the key. And the goal is to actually allow this personalization without having to add this block of costs in the background by manual stock picking and manual optimization of the portfolio. And you need to replace manual processes with automated processes wherever you don't sacrifice your USP and wherever you don't sacrifice service quality. And technology is really the key to do this. wiLLBe is a first for LLB in many ways. So it allows us to scale our core value proposition, which is wealth management driven by professionals and delivered professionally to a much larger audience. It's a first digital-only business model, so the first product that we market online only, so we learn a lot here. I'm really happy to say that we didn't meet any major obstacles in operations, so anything is more or less as expected. The launch really went well, which is a very good thing. Obviously, we all hope that it's going to be the revolution in retail investing. If you look forward a couple of years, if we really manage to communicate these advantages, that's something that nobody else in the market does at the moment. So we really have this window of opportunity that we can use to scale this out to several jurisdictions, to make it better, to add new features as more clients come in. This is just the start of something way bigger.